It remains a complex topic, but most scientists agree, yes, AI exhibits serious creative capabilities across all fields. It will come later this year, hopefully even like in a few weeks. I believe, though, we will always need writers realize that you could force image recognition onto a random noise pattern. Bam! Latent diffusion is born. It's probably not bam because the serious scientists on, and boy did they improve quickly. When it comes to text, humans are hilariously bad at predicting the future, but let's try and interpolate this development. Think about how long it took us to get to this point. And now think about your last movies and shows. How long did it take to develop and finance them? And now think about how many years do you want to continue working in this field? But so are most of you. Does that stop me from creating? No. And in comparison to all of us, AI and it runs on affordable hardware completely offline, so independent from any American corporation. The only downside is the UI sucks. This is how workflows work, so you need to watch a few YouTube tutorials to make sense of the chaos. For the sake of keeping this within 13, 14 minutes, let's keep it adaptations, so-called LoRa's, to improve to fine-tune for specific use cases, the characters, elements, or specific styles. Let's see how that translates into pictures. So you start with a base model, and you can also give it pose information, and if you really want to, you can even draw random scribbles not done by a professional illustrator and turn it into something useful. Once you understood how this works, the possibilities are endless. From action, to calm, to underwater, to fairy world. And of course, this whole thing works 25 times per second. So are our traditional art skills useless now? The answer might surprise you. No, quite the opposite. Every step of our current process uses AI, but every step also requires knowledge about image editing, 3D modeling, animation software, illustration, recording, editing, etc., etc., etc. So, take this as an example. My colleague Alan Bortesan has quickly sketched this cockpit in 3D. I publicized the whole workflow, but you can see it looks amazing, the style is coherent, and before the use of AI, this would have taken ages. In a similar way, we start out with the rough character, and after touch-ups and small adjustments, we end up with an actual character. What I show you now, and I hope the sound works, is a very quick preview how the result would look. We're still very much in the process, so it's like it's very rough still. And again, lots of time spent by humans on this, but also harnessing the power of AI every single step. The show is called Space Sets, and this is a quick preview. The song was made by Sue, to get to the point that we're now. So, you know the status quo of AI filmmaking. Before the end, I'd like to take a quick peek into the future. If you haven't seen the Adobe Pro Premiere Showcase, I highly recommend watching it. It's about how editing could look in the future, and I think they're onto something. If you can create images and sound from scratch with the help of AI, the edit room could be the center of the creation process. So, you have the timeline and